And the Dresden plate block is basically a lot of fussy cut and non-fussy cut fan pieces sewn together in different shapes. This particular one has some pieces that are fussy cut, like this one here and this one here, and some that are not fussy cut, like this one here. The reason for that is you want to show a little bit of difference between the fussy cut pieces and the non-fussy cut. If you had them all fussy cut, the fussy cut pieces wouldn't be as dominant or predominant and really pop out and show you. So you want a little difference in the fabrics. You can also see a little closer view of these blocks if you go on my website and you can zoom in and see the difference. That will help you when you're choosing your fabrics also. There are 7 of the Dresden plate blocks. So once you've done one, the other 6 are not too difficult to do. After we have these blocks done, we're going to move on to the embroidered strips. And the embroidered strips look a little complicated, but they are not. If you've never done continuous embroidery, this is a great opportunity to learn because it is a lot of fun and it's not very hard to do. So what we'll do is we'll start in the middle and stitch one design, which is about the size of my hand here, and then we'll just go in the process of rotating and continue on up until we get to the top. The same thing with the bottom. We'll start here and go all the way to the bottom. It's not difficult. I have added placement stitches in each design, so it's very easy to make a continuous pattern of embroidery. We'll stitch one strip and then continue and stitch another strip of embroidery. Once we have the 8 embroidered fan blocks and the 7 Dresden plate blocks and the 2 embroidered strips, we will cut our sashing pieces, add those, and then move on and cut our border pieces and put the top together. Then it's just a matter of layering the batting and the backing with it, with the top, quilting the layers, adding your binding, and adding the quilt label. The last step. Doesn't that sound exciting? It's a very fun project to do. My goal is from a year from now to have everyone have a completed finished quilt. It will take about a year to complete this quilt. We will work on a couple blocks a month or a section of the quilt a month. If you can designate 2 to 3 days a month to work on the section that we're doing that month, you will easily be able to finish the quilt in a year. But life does interfere, unfortunately. Sometimes everything we have planned to finish in our sewing room doesn't get done. So don't be discouraged. There may be times when you may be a little bit more behind because you've been busy with other things. That's okay. You can get caught back up. There may be other times that you may be a little ahead. So just keep working at it and you will get there. Well, we've kind of gone over and talked over a little bit of the quilt. I want to tell you some things that are on my website that you can see and download that will give you a little bit more information on the class. Of course, there is a picture, a photograph of the quilt. You can click on different areas of the quilt and zoom in so you can really see the detail of the quilt and the quilting and the decorative stitches that are on top of the quilt that really make it unique. You can see that. There are a couple other things that you can download also. You can download some quilt notes. That will give you information about the quilt class and what we're going to be doing each month and what the plan is and the goal is for each month. I will be sending out written directions at the beginning of every month so you will be led step by step in knowing what to do. I will also be giving out video clips that you can download just like what you're viewing now that will show you different embroidery techniques and how to do decorative stitches and how to fussy cut your fabrics. So I'm going to take you through step by step in knowing what to do. Of course, you're always welcome to email me with questions, whether it's regarding your machine, the quilt, choosing fabrics, whatever it is. Please email me and I will do the best I can to help you with whatever questions you may have. The other thing you can download is a supply list. There's a supply list that you can download that has all the supplies of the quilt. It also tells you what each of the supplies are used for, so you kind of have an idea of what you're getting and what you're going to be using them for. Also, when you go fabric shopping, there are a couple different sheets of paper that you can download from my website that will be helpful to you. One of them is a list of the fabrics that will be used in the quilt. Under each fabric listed, I have written out what that fabric is going to be used for, so you have some kind of idea. I also have some suggestions, whether it should be a print, a solid, a tone-on-tone piece, a marble piece, a large floral. So that will kind of give you an idea of what you need to be looking for. That is not set in stone, it's just to give you ideas. You can do your own ideas for fabric, whatever you would like to do. The other thing that you'll want to take with you when you go fabric shopping is a fabric swatch sheet. You can download that and print that. What that has on it is all the different fabrics that are used in the quilt, and it has the yardages you need for each fabric that you need to purchase for that. So take that with you. The other thing that I would recommend that you do for that fabric sheet is there's a little square on there that you can cut off a little piece of the fabric and stick it on there, tape it on there. I would really recommend that you do that, because as you go from month to month, as we all do, we get busy with other things and we forget what we decided to use this fabric for. So if you clip off a little piece of fabric that's going to be for your block or for your sashing or whatever, and tape it next to the fabric piece that you're going to be using it for, that's very helpful from month to month to go back and refer to. There will be lots of information on my website that you'll be able to access from month to month that will give you directions and helpful hints in showing you how to complete each part of the quilt. We're going to do this together. We're going to do it step by step at a time, so don't be intimidated, and I hope that you'll join me in this quilting adventure. I'm so excited about starting, and I hope you will be also.